we go. I have not streamed in a week because I have been on vacation. So I don't expect many people to be here. So we're just gonna chill, and if people come like they usually do towards like, an hour later or whatever, so be it. We're just gonna chill, have fun. I'm gonna get my thoughts on the patch notes out of the way, and then we will be going over the Uber document, the things that have changed and things I need to change, because for those of you who know, a lot has changed. A lot has changed in terms of how we do Uber content. Trap is going to be meta, basically. Yeah, pretty much. So I guess we can just go ahead and get it out of the way. I can't remember if I said hi to everyone in chat, but Q, welcome in. Thank you being first, hope you're having a good day. Dusk in third despite being second. Dusk, hope your day is going good. Ghost in second despite being third. Ghost, hope your day is going good. Ned, welcome in. Wolfie, welcome in. Alright, cool, we're getting more people in here. So let me get desktop open here because I am dumb. I don't actually have desktop mode, so let me just quickly grab display capture. Hey dog, welcome in. Alright, display capture, first monitor. Alright, cool, we're good. We're chilling. I'm not doxing myself, right? Nope. Alright, cool, we're good. Cool. So, let's go over this. I guess one thing I will be doing, just to make this easier, is covering my personal information stuff. You guys don't need to see that. And I'm just going to do this. There we go. Cool. Now you guys don't have to worry about seeing my, my stuff. So, beta 1.11.6. Let's get some property music on here. This is my usual just intro opening. Not pace setter theme 1. What can I put on real quick? It's like a decent song. Let's see. Not Gatekeeper. Hold on, if I just put on pace here, what's in my thing here? You know what? We'll just do Chainsaw Phase 2. We'll do Chainsaw Phase 2. This works. Alright, so let us begin. So, bug fixes, I'll just go over quickly these ones here because they're not like the main thing that I want to talk about. The bug where everyone kind of goes flying on your screen, fair enough. The states crashing the game, what else is new? Let's be honest here. There's always something buggy with those places. The fact that tunes aren't going to be like stuck inside of each other now is pretty cool. I know it says like they still might look like it on the outside, but if you're in the battle, that works a lot because sometimes it's kind of weird to look at. And this one right here is kind of funny, just because we just kind of found it randomly, and I don't know if it kind of spread or not, but obviously the team knew about it like the day we found it. So it's about time that this got changed. I'm curious how they fixed it. Did they fix it like it was Plutocrat, where the fight doesn't end as soon as you end the turn? And instead happens, like the fight ends when the cog speaks. So like, major player speaking after phase 1. So rest in peace, IOU smuggling. You will be missed. Miscellaneous minor text fixes. Let's be honest here. This is the most important thing when it comes to this update. We're always here for the minor text fixes. Honestly, best thing in the patch notes. Onto the actual meat and potatoes here. We have the balancing notes. This is everything that has to do. Everything under this umbrella here has to do with everything on why a lot of my stuff is no longer 100%. Like a lot of these got changed to the point where I literally have like a blanket statement here saying like, this is like not up to date. Like this is clearly only for 1.11.5 and not the new update. We do have Freethinker done. I did do this off stream as like to flex my thinking muscles with Trap. So we do have a brand new Freethinker that is 5 turns. Doesn't do forward thinking and has a cane in the middle of it in case an AoE happens turn 1 or turn 2. And we're currently working on Rainmaker, but we'll finish those later on. I think on the stream it's going to be I think we're probably gonna do Multi-Slacker. Multi-Slacker is pretty easy to do on stream because he's just such a simple fight still. You did get an HP buff, but with the damage increases of everything, we should be able to just quickly knock out Multi-Slacker, and I'm pretty excited for that. But back to this here. IO changes. All IOs except Rain now only give 1 round of reward cooldown. Rain still gets no reward cooldown. That's crazy because of the, what is it? 1 gag used to do 2 turns of cooldown. So we can do more IOU shenanigans at a much quicker pace, which I'm very, very happy about. IOs can no longer be deleted from the sticker book. Why was that ever a thing? That was a little weird, but I think it had to do with SOS cards and whatnot. Yeah, Ned, the fact that they changed so much is kind of crazy. I did not expect this much. Combined with a reduced reward cooldown on 2 and 1 IOUs, the IOU buff should help them feel more overall worth. 4 IOUs receiving a nerf. Yeah, that's fair. SOS is limited. Yeah. So tune-ups, you know, it's whatever. Trap, the fact that we have a plus 10 boost to a Clara actually adds a lot because of that 30% boost we get. Lure also got a pretty big boost. That might come in handy at some point. Who knows? Pierce got a buff. Squirt got a reduction, but let's be honest, Squirt got a massive buff. That to the point where this doesn't even feel like a nerf. This feels more like just making sure it's not overly cracked as a gag. Zap got buffed a little bit, which goes inside of the Zap changes. Mo got a buff, which is pretty interesting. So now it's going to be 100 instead of 80. So that's 20 damage can come in useful, or come in use. Bessie got a buff. I don't know how. Well, okay, genuinely, I don't know why Bessie and Clara and just all Trap. I don't know why they got a buff. I don't know why they got a buff. Such a minor buff. But I don't know why they got a buff. Rain getting an extra 5. You know, I'll take it. Why not? For fun, I guess. Prestige healing 40 instead of 45. Negligible, to be honest. But self-healing could be kind of nice. Trap, here's the new one that I want to talk about. Trap is going to be an Uber's new best friend. Like, literally. Trap, I don't know what, I don't want to say too much, but I was talking to Michael. This was a very interesting change when I was talking to him. So we'll see how this goes. But we had a quite an interesting conversation. It basically boiled down to Trap going to be OP, and we're going to be okay with that. So we're going to be abusing Trap as much as we can during my Uber docs. But basically, for those of you who haven't read this yet, reducing Prestige Trap's damage bonus and buffing Trap's base damage to bridge the gap between Unprestige and Prestige Trap. We also feel that Trap on its own feels a bit weak, which is fucking crazy. Like, Prestige Trap in at least wave content is pretty damn good. In managers, I think it's more supportive with pre-trap Lure 3 drop. That's the only real reason I want to use it. But the fact that they say it's a bit weak, it ultimately depends what you're using it for. I can make trap work, but now we are literally going crazy with restoring the damage bonus against managers that was really taken out on 1.3's release. So Trap's 30% damage boosts against EXCs are now applied to managers, which is fucking insane. Trap getting a 30% damage boost against managers is fucking insane. And then, of course, you know, they changed it a little bit here, making Unprestige Trap a little bit better. You know, that's fair. The 15% chance, 50% bonus, you know, pretty good. Just the new values, though, pretty nice. Pretty nice. I do like this, and I do like that they made base trap non-prestige pretty useful. So that way I don't have to complain that someone's bringing non-prestige trap because it was garbage. Non-prestige trap. There was no reason to run it unless you were training and just spamming your trap over and over again. Now, it actually feels pretty good. Sound. Encore change. Getting a 4% buff doesn't seem like much, but I've been tinkering with the values, and that 4% buff, along with trap, like a Clarad TNT with 20%. I'm pretty sure Cat has a screenshot, but they did over 740 damage in one TNT with no extra buff. Like, I don't know, Chainsaw Phase 2 RPM being high. It's fucking crazy. Yes, Talling. Think about how major player take damage now? We're probably gonna run a major player later on, just for fun, just to see what happens. I'll go on Mabel, we'll just see how fucking crazy it's going to be. Because that's fucking crazy. The 20%'s insane. We're gonna try to run Sound in Dave just to see what happens for fun. Squirt. Honestly, I didn't expect to think this was gonna happen, but Splash having 75% now is kind of crazy, and I've been dicking around with Splash IOUs. It's great. I am genuinely enjoying Squirt. Like Prestige Squirt, I'm genuinely enjoying it. The reason why I'm enjoying it a lot is sadly because Zap got nerfed. As we all know, yes, the jump is nerfed, but that doesn't fucking matter anymore. Like, genuinely. This doesn't matter. The damage here just got transferred into Prestige Squirt. I correct them the nerf Squirt? Nah, Squirt's been, like, underrated. Zap needed to nerf, but the fact they put it straight into Prestige Squirt is kind of crazy. So if you have tunes going 3 Prestige Zap and a Prestige Squirt, and if you somehow get an IOU on it, you're doing crazy fucking damage, and I am here for it. So, all hail Squirt. I'm going to be probably doing some Witch Hunter shenanigans using Prestige Squirt. But we'll just see about that in terms of managers. Nat was buffed too. That's true. Nat was also buffed. So Zap and Squirt might be having a shift, but it's going to be nice. I think it's going to be good. Miscellaneous stuff here. Accuracy boost after missing a gag increase from 10 to 15%. So does this mean that we've always, if we missed a gag, the next turn we've always had a 10% just flat boost? Is that what this means? Like, I've been very confused reading this. But like, free accuracy, I mean, and get for a miss. I want to test something. If you have a lured cog and you do like a zap or a drop, do you get that boost? Like, I'm never gonna use it, but do you get the boost because you quote unquote missed? Treasures down here 12 instead of 2. Yep, fair enough. Department boss changes. VP's a little harder. Let's see, revert a nerf, so there's a little more Skelecogs, that's fine. Trying to restock specific IOUs have been frustrating to players, so we're increasing the base amount of IOUs drop from 3 to 4. You know, I wish it was like 3 to 5, but I'll take what I can get. I do know that eventually they want to make IOUs into counterfeits. I was having a conversation with Michael about that. He knows my frustrations and he agrees. So I will take it for now until they eventually change it down the line to make it more in line with currency rewards. I'll take it. Any additional IOUs I can get, I will just take because I need it. CFOs, you can get a little bit more counterfeits. Increase the amount of cogs in both rounds by 20%. I didn't even feel it, to be honest, when I did a CFO on Mabel today. I didn't really feel the 20% extra. But maybe just because I was having a fun time dicking around with Squirt that I just never really noticed. CLO, Max cog level is 18 now instead of 17. Laser cogs might be a little annoying, but it is what it is. Experience high level cogs 20% isn't noticeable. Yeah. CEO. Let's see here. Round 1, max cog level is 19 to 20, so a 20 EXE is still gonna like fuck your shit up as an Uber. So suing them is probably still gonna be the way to go. Reduce the amount of cogs in the first round by 15%. Don't know how noticeable this is gonna feel. If the buff to the CFO wasn't really noticeable, it's probably not gonna feel that noticeable as well. Maybe like 1 or 2 cogs if it's just 15%. Maybe just like a wave's gone. Who knows? Round 2 cog level range has increased a good amount. Them having 20 EXEs, like constant 20 EXEs, is going to be really, really bad. But I guess we'll just have to see, and maybe suing, even as a normal tune, if you get a bad miss, suing might be a valid strategy. I'm not too worried when it comes to them being a higher level, because as long as they are not like an advocate or anything like that, I don't have to worry about their defense. Their defense is always going to be 70. So at the very least, you know you have base gag accuracy against these cogs. So at the very least, you can set up a trap, you can set up a tune-up for cheer, you can get the lure, you can get the presentation going, and you can stall and then get the boat rocking from there. It's only 0 cogs. Okay, yeah, then we're fine. So they're only ever gonna be 70. Bearster would be like what, 60, 55? So like that's even better. If a cog comes angry in the feeding round, they'll be overcharged instead of overhealed. I have never done a quote-unquote overclocked CEO, and I'm genuinely scared to try now. Would people be interested in doing an OCEO eventually with this change? I'm sure someone has done it already, let's be honest. Due to Gratuity's speed boost, feeling it didn't kick in early enough, it's now granted when the final cocktail begins its destruction animation rather than when the animation ends. That's very good to me. I like that a lot, because I feel like at times people kind of just skip the last cog, and I'm just stuck waiting for it to, like, you know, drink, then get up, then spin, then gratuity. Getting it just that much quicker, which is what, maybe like 5-6 seconds quicker. Actually, how many? Okay, let's see. Begins its destruction, so it's what? Yeah, maybe 5 seconds ish. It's still gonna be quicker, and it's gonna be noticeable. The CEU hit a little too hard during the downsize phase. I'm not sure what downsize phase is. Is that just the action round? We also made adjusting the stealth rotate. Okay, it's probably the action round. Damage went from 48 to 40. You know, fair enough. I think the CEO is really easy to dodge, so long as you're just like paying attention. Yeah, it's the action round. As long as, you know, you're paying attention, you really, really, really shouldn't be getting hit regardless. Round 2 level increase was very felt when I did it. Oh boy. I haven't done a CEO yet. I guess we might try one later in stream. Increase the charge rate seltzer by 10%. Seltzer damage now granular from 3 to 18 rather than 3, 12, 18. So you have to go a little bit higher than usual in order to hit that 18 probably. I guess I'll have to feel out for the sweet spot. Reduce the chance for seltzer to hit the stun by 20%. So does this mean, because the increased charge is 10%, but the chance of stun is reduced by 20, does this mean it's going to be a little less likely to get those funny infinite stuns, like over and over then, if the chance is reduced by 20? Pink Slope Booster felt very underwhelming, honestly. True. 2 to 4, good change overall. Oklo, max cog level, both cog rounds, 20 to 21. How much of a difference? I don't really know how much of a difference it's going to be honest, but it really isn't that much of a difference, but we'll just see how it feels. Pink Slope, like I said, 2 to 4, I'll take it. Pink Slopes can be very useful for Ubers, not so much during anything else, but I'll take it. It's a booster. Max cog level for Oklo, 2021. I don't know how big of a difference that's going to be. from 20 to 21. I imagine with like EXCs and laser cogs, especially like high HP laser cogs, that's going to be really annoying. Oh, speaking of which, the HP range got changed to 90 to 125. So is that going to be like a 700 HP cog? 700, yeah, 700, 800, 125%, 21 EXE. 714, that's fucking crazy. All right. Manager and general changes. Because of how much faster the litigation team gets defeated with Trap, Encore, and IOU buffs, we decided to opt in for a modest buff to their lowest damaging attacks. Fair enough, increase the damage of all attacks by 1. 34 still live, case manager, non-desperate, so we're chill with that. Steno, single target, so it's whatever. Increase damage of Buzzword, Mumbo Jumbo, and Filibuster by 1. Again, fair enough. Ubers are trying to not get hit, so increase by 1, I'll take it. Scapegoat, we felt that the 30% damage reduction on Scapegoat was enraged, inhibited strategies more than encouraged them. We wanted to make a split kill strategies more viable, so less damage reduced for Goat and non-desperation. So I imagine in Desperation he gains that reduced damage, so fair enough. That just means making Goat Deuce get split kill to Goat makes it more viable. Reworked Scapegoat, Synergy with Case Manager, and Steno. Wolfie, you told me Scapegoat with Case Manager. What is Scapegoat and Steno? What is their synergy? Unless it tells me here. I don't think it does, though. We have an ad break in 1 minute. I'm going to try to snooze that as much as I can. We'll get through this. Witch Hunter accuracy has been reduced to give players more breathing room in this fight. Okay, it's all going down. So Guild Trip being 80 to 70 is kind of interesting. So if I go to my Google Doc here and go to Witch Hunter, I need to update all the accuracies here, but Guild Trip being, what is that, 70 accuracy? Guild Trip, yeah, 80 to 70. I guess I changed it. So him being at 70 accuracy now instead of 80. Hey, lady. You want to know Seneca pairings? I think Wolfie's about to say that. Let me do the first snooze here. So I have a calculator here for Ubers here. So AoE chance for that is 20, and accuracy is that. So what does it take? Roughly 9 turns to kill Witch. So that means Ubers have a 25% chance to just not get killed, which isn't bad, to be honest. Going by the survival rate here, that is not bad at all. I'll take that. Only quick damage got buffed by 1 damage. Pace setter. Okay, guys, I have something I want to share, and I said it in my Discord, so I'm gonna pull up the image real quick. Let me find it real quick, because I want you guys to know how bad this fucker trolled me. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. So, I was showing Michael my calculator for AoE survival chances. You know, just normal things. Just talking about gameplay stuff. Hold on. It seems like the audio for that has stopped. Sure, we'll just do Pace Setter phase 1 for the time being. And he said, for fun, so showing him Pace Setter, he said, if Quake was 75% accuracy, what would it look like? And I asked, for 25 or 20 turns for this, he said 25. It was 1.72. Look at the time he sent that. He sent that to me. He basically told me the nerf to Pace Setter 30 minutes before the actual patch note happened. This fucker straight up told me the change just out of a random question. And I thought it was the funniest shit afterwards. This dude told me what the change was going to be, and I didn't even think about it. I thought I was like, okay, I know something's changing, but I didn't know what it was. And then when he said 75 accuracy, I'm like, okay, sure. So it went from a 0.9 to a 1.72% chance to survive to turn 25. So we basically got double the chance. And I want to bring this up real quick because I was curious. Assuming it was a 15% chance, To get to 25 would have been a 3.3. So if Michael just changed the AoE chance from 20 to 15, it would have been so much better than 20 to 75, but game balance be damned. I can't get what I want, but I'll take the changes that I can get. Yeah, the chance is almost doubled if you change it that way instead. Due to numerous buffs, increasing HP from that to that, this is literally just a TNT. Like, just forge a TNT or, like, just trap him. The HP boost is negligible. Pacesetter can't do double zap jobs, so that's good. No longer will we just get killed by impossible zap jobs. Mouthpiece, it's Mouthpiece, it's whatever. Making damage resist buff better balance for Mouthpiece and Slacker and Major Player from -30 to -20. That's not bad. That's genuinely not bad. I'll take that. Multi-Slacker, flat damage reduced by that much, you know, it's fine. During testing, we found that the lunch break strategy costs too little resources to pull off due to the buff to trap, encore, and IOUs. The strategy is still allowed to exist, but the setup should not be too cheap to perform, and increases the HP by 200. Honestly, I consider that a challenge. I think I overkill, which is weird. I really shouldn't overkill here, because if I do this, but then again, keep in mind, I cupcake. But I can't go past 1928? So, like, how am I at -14? And I used 2 Bessies, or 3 Bessies. Am I missing something? Like, how cheaper could you go? Am I just missing something? When it came to this? I don't know. It's like, this is a Encored Wrecking Ball with 3 Encored Boulders. So, like, how much cheaper could you have gotten? Unless I'm just, like, really bad at the game, which is possible. Let's see. Major Player, flat defense resistance, -50 to -40. That's fine. Insomnia, sound, can't sound. Fair enough. Pluto. According to Talling, and Talling, I have not done the math just yet to check myself. According to Talling, this could open up the potential for 1 laugh Plutocrat. Again, I have not done the math. Talling has done some napkin math, and it might be possible. But there is a chance, mainly because of these things right here, I'm pretty sure, are why 1 laugh Pluto might be on the table again. And finally, Big Wigs, Cigar Smoke, Puff. So that's my thoughts. It's not those 2 things. What 2 things here would cause 1 laugh to happen again? I could have sworn it would be like that. Like, especially this one. It's all the buffs from IOUs and Encore. Okay, so it's just the straight damage boost. Plus run damage reduction to 15%. Okay, yeah, so damage boosts and the slush fund being reduced. Fair enough. Which, I'm gonna be honest, guys. The 40% was crazy if you had a bubble pop during a slush fund on Pluto. So you only did, like, -20 damage to him on top of Frozen giving you a damage reduction regardless. So it was just a lot of damage loss. It was just a lot of damage loss. But that's all my thoughts and going overs of this. Overall, I like the changes. I'm still iffy on some of them, but as time goes on and I redo all of these routes, especially Witch Hunter, this route, I despise this route. Like, I genuinely hate this route because it was such, like, a scuffed thing. I don't know. Hopefully, eventually, we will get this into a more, I guess, better state. Also, I never read what Goat Senno is from Wolfie, so let me read that real quick. Learn from Lupa and through experience, when Goat enrages, Senno bans a gag track instead. Wait, a gag track? When she uses Court Cons, she gives grunts a damage boost, starts at 22%, increases by 3% per use. That is kind of crazy. So basically, Steno Goat is taking care of the ads before they take care of you, along with banning gag tracks entirely. That's insane. That is really nutty. Also, while we're here, let me take a quick screenshot or like show off this real quick. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Speaking of Soak being weird, the fact that a Squirt Flower can, with an IOU and Encore, the fact that the Splash does more damage than the actual fucking gag is crazy. This is literally, just pretend that the Squirt Flower has a yellow background. Congratulations, you have Zap. Congratulations, your Squirt Flower is now Zap. It's so stupid, but I love it. This is literally this is a shiny Zap. This is Zap's so good they made a Zap too. But yeah, stuff like this is crazy. One other screenshot I can show from the Uber Discord is this. Hold on, if it'll go to the right thing here. Yeah, sure. Is this. This is a geyser doing 204 in the middle and 203 on the sides. So Zap is so good, they genuinely made Zap 2. And this is intentional, by the way. I confirmed it with Michael and Mel. This is intentional. This is here to stay. So like, start enjoying your Squirt IOUs and Encore boosts. It's here to stay. Oh, all right. What else is there to show off or talk about before we get into the document? I think what we're going to do, I am working on One Laugh Rainmaker. I'm doing it with Soupy. We have an idea for a turn 5 One Laugh Rainmaker kill. We have an idea, and we're going to be doing that, but I don't think Soupy's here in stream. So I'm probably not going to do Rainmaker stuff right now, but the fact that this is actually kind of decent, and all it really uses at the moment is a Bessie, is pretty good. But when it comes to this route, it's currently 6 turns, but it doesn't have heavy rain in either of the 2 cycles. So the numbers are technically wrong, and I will have to change some things. But I feel like we can do a turn 5 1 IOU Rainmaker using the quicksand changes. Like, here's the final turn that I have here in this calculator. The fact that a quicksand here can do 216 damage because it's just encored and prestiged. The fact that you can do 200 damage to Rainmaker without IOUs is crazy. And of course we have the buffed Bessie, so we have 2 buffed Bessie drops. And we're just able to do 888 damage. So we can just barely kill Rainmaker. It's just kind of crazy how much damage we can do with just a Bessie and the buffed quicksands. It is downright crazy. Excuse me. All right. Okay, seems like the ad breaks are over. Did you see Mel post some QA videos? No. Can you post those? I want to watch those on stream. Or show me where to find them. Yeah? Alright, cool. Yeah, I want to see these. Just ping me in Discord, I guess, or whatever. Just tell me how to find them, and I will, we'll do a live reaction to those videos real quick, and then we'll go into the Uber doc. Like I mentioned, Prethinker is changed. I do want to do one Prethinker, so what we're going to be doing is hopping onto one of these goobers, probably just Mabel to make it easy, so we don't have to like reset over and over again. We're probably going to hop onto Mabel and do a Prethinker, just to make sure that I'm correct with these damage values. So if anyone wants to help for that after these QA videos, we'll test that out real quick. The goal for this Prethinker... Wait, fun fact, highest rain needs to be to skip Monsoon is 1400 with 3 Bessie waves plus Clark, quick, and all that is Encored. Wait, what? I mean, getting that set up for a one laugher seems really, really annoying, but I can see it. Actually, wait, I can calculate that real quick, so I'm quite curious. What does that actually look like? So, what is that? I think it's 190 now? What does that look like? 90... not marked, 0.15. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. I think it's 180. Or it's 10. Hold on. Calculator. Scroll up. It's plus 10. Oh, yeah, it's 180. So, like, yeah. My rounding's off here, so keep that in mind. My rounding is off in this thing, but, like, shit, you're correct. That is a lot of fucking damage. That is a lot of damage to do. Holy. That's literally half our HP. We do a bit of damage. We really do. We really do a little bit of damage. Okay, I see you posted it. Let me watch this then. Okay, good. Let me turn off the high roller music. Let's full screen this. Let me get this here into an actual watchable state. I forgot how to do this now. Do that, and then do that. There we go. Now we can watch. Come on, full screen. Just a little bit. There we go. Cool. So what is this? I see a development build there.
So
Let me like double check. Did I miss something? Is it just okay? So it's the heal. So just a cheer. Okay, so the trap. I think the trap's like the main thing here. I don't notice any IOUs yet. Wait.
Oh.
Is there gonna be another hammer?
Wait, no.
What?
Wait,
Oh my
no.
Why are you taking a second bong?
Was that 3 bongs? Wait, what was changed? What the fuck was changed to make him have 3 hits? What was that? What was that? He bongs. I think we should let Sono do that all the time for enrichment. I love that. I love that so much. Did it get banned 3 times? I have no idea in phase 2. Wait, seriously, Talling? Wait. Can Major Player be easily killed now with 2 Bessies and a Clara? Does this mean 1 laugh? Major Player might be a little bit more feasible now. Now, speaking of pre-thinker. All right, let's go into the actual game now. And let's do a quick pre-thinker. Is anyone free to join me for a pre-thinker? All you need is Prestige Sound and Prestige Drop/Trap. It's really simple. It's funny, theorycrafted math. Got you. All right, let me quickly get rid of the pre-thinker music here, put on the actual music here. Mate, all right. So it seems like we might have Dusk, UQ, and I think Ariella, if it wasn't a Ciela. Okay, so we need one more person. All you guys need to bring for this pre-thinker is all Prestige, Sound, Drop, Trap, and I guess someone just bring Tune-Up. It's not really needed, but just in case, I guess. Let me get myself set up here, actually. All I need is Prestige Learn, Prestige Sound. So, alright, I'm chill. Not on the TU. Actually, yeah. Magnet, Kazoo, Magnet, Bugle, Bill. I don't even need Prestige, so it's whatever. I'm really just using Sound and Lure. New Clash Meta is just straight up nuking stuff? Yeah, pretty much. I'm here for it. Genuinely. I'm here for nuking stuff. Alright, let's just do this. Dusk and Cat Dog. Alright, cool. So yeah, Drop, Sound, good enough. Trap. Drop, Sound, Trap, good. Alright, we just need someone else to bring Sound. Sound, Trap, Drop. Or at the very least, 2-2. So we can just have Cat Dog just be the tune 4, which is just Anvil, Ooga, Kane, Bugle, Anvil. Straight up skip second defreeze, even easier. I mean, Tolly, if you want to try it, I'm down. Alright, cool. Player Pistol Encore TNT doing 820 on Pluto on Shattered. Also, Tolly, remind me. If Pluto is Shattered and taking the plus 25, he can't have the Slush, right? Because the Shattered kills the Slush. Shatter clears Slush now. Okay. So it's just a pure 25% boost now. I don't have to deal with the minus 40. But who cares? Or minus 15. Who cares about it? Listen, Tolling. I have been struggling to route 15 Laugh Ludocrat because of Slush Fund. It's way too much damage reduction. It's just too much damage reduction. Yeah. Do the kazoos need... oh, you're right. Yes, the kazoos are needed. Let me go restock real quick. We'll just have the fucking that Tails guy be the Ooga person. It's fine. We need kazoos though. Otherwise, we trigger forward thinking. All right, let's go. Yeah, the kazoo is necessary. As weird as it sounds, the kazoo is necessary. Actually, technically, the Uber doesn't even need the kazoo now that you think about it. Because we can just have someone else do it. The Uber could just pass. I'll change it later. We'll just bring kazoo to make sure it works. Plus, not to mention, Uber aggro is literally 2%, then 1%, then 3%. So, like, it is what it is. Alright. So, turn 1, it doesn't matter what we do. I'm going to magnet, and we do marbles to anvil. Alright, we're chill. Yeah, we're chill. Alright. After this, we're going to do kazoos. Q, you can awooga, and we're just going to kazoo. Okay, we're already a little off on damage, I can tell from the rounding, so I'll be changing that as we go. That's fine. Yeah, you can... Why did I say ooga? Fucking trumpet. The damage is correct at least. I don't know why I said ooga. The damage is correct. Alright, that's fine. Let's see. Q, Kane. Dusk, you can marbles. Yeah, 144 damage marbles is fucking nutty. Alright, let me change the damage values here. It was 718, and then oh god, I have to oh god, they're all equations. That sucks. I'll have to change it later on stream. That's fine. All right, this should bring us right above 400, unless I'm going crazy. 461. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe you do need the drop. It's whatever. We'll just continue. I know what I did wrong then. We just go for it. I guess maybe we can't do Kane. Why did I think that was correct then? Hold on. Minus 274. 144 minus 72. That's fine. Hold on. Equals 144 minus or plus 72. That's 216 damage. Not 200. And that, so he lives on 29. That's fine, to be honest. We'll just kill him turn 6. Let's see. This would be the kill turn, assuming I did it correctly. It is what it is. Q, you can just tune up, I guess. Dusk, you can trap, they can drop. This should be the kill turn, but yeah, I did make that mistake. That's on me. I will be fixing that. So I guess you can't cane turn 3. This is why we do testing. I had a very obvious mistake, but that can easily be fixed. So this is still going to be a 5 turn that skips forward thinking. We're just going to have to do an extra turn because I'm stupid. Correction, 2 turns, because we can't kill him this turn. Alright, we can do a 2 tune-up. Dusk, can you do a sound? You'll be taking aggro. You should be fine, though. Thoughts on the changes? I love them. Very good, very fresh in terms of changes. All right. Let's see. You're taking aggro. We just kill him next turn regardless, so I'm free to just pass. That should be fine. You're taking the aggro. You may or may not die, but oh well. We take risks around here. Actually, no, you can't die. No way. You're at 58. You can't die. All right. Oh, Dusk, you are correct, actually. We can do that. You are correct. How would solo free thinking be possible? You can just take 58 damage in 1 turn. I don't think solo breathing would be possible. Yeah, I'll just do that. I know duo pre-thinkers should be pretty possible, especially now. Alright, that's GG for this guy. I'm gonna spam Pierce and Rainmaker. I wonder how Pierce would work in Rainmaker. Probably decently well, actually. Because the Lure, yeah, Lure got a buff in terms of IOU and Pierce. Solo Rainmaker, good luck. Alright, I'm gonna fix that, and I guess we can just run another one for fun. I need drops on this tune anyway. If not, I'll swap over to Maple. Alright, let's fix the issue here. Let's do volume all 0 real quick. Put up the display. Bring you up here. Toss on the other music, which is unironically this. Alright, let's get this going here. So we know from this, it's actually 718. So let me copy this real quick. Copy that, and then paste values only. So we know that's 718 right there. If we do kazoo and trumpets, I guess I'll just cheat and do this instead. So we'll do that, and we'll do this minus, what is it? I'll just do this. 23 times 3. So yeah, that minus that. Plus 4, I guess. Or, yeah. So that'd be that. Actually, no, Kazoo is 4? No, Kazoo's 5. Yeah, Kazoo's 5. So what, 69? I can just do that then. So it'd be 74 damage. And then this should be... Let's see here. Magnet, Anvil, Marbles. I can just consult this real quick. I have it right here. Yeah. I have a bugle here. Why did I make it say Awooga in the other one? I'm going crazy, I guess. Alright, so we have damage numbers. Crazy. So that is 120. So 120 with Encore making it 144. So yeah, that was here. So that's 144 with just an anvil. Just an anvil, so that's 56 right there. We'll just get rid of this real quick. So 56, it has that for the stun. That's true, Maury, true. I need to do that. We have the Encore for that. So that'd be minus 240. Let's do this minus 240. That'd be 404. And then we do this minus 23 times 4. That'd be 312. And then for the big hit here, good combo damage. Oh, you're right, you're right. Let me fix that. We don't need that combo damage. 73, so it's 217. Hey, Krena, welcome and hope you're having a good day. That's 217. So we got that. We have 23 times 4. 335. We should be able to kill using this. Let's do that real quick then. So let's do this, 56. Let's get that going. Get the Encore boost here. Get this. That's 432. So let's double check. Oh no, it's 3, not this. So we don't need that. 336. 336. What the hell? That's my old stuff. So that would just be this minus 336. Excuse you. Do I have number? Oh, I have number lock. Oh, why? That'd be minus 1. We know the rounding is a little off, so let's see what happens. We could probably run another one. Did I win? Yeah, I did win. Yeah, so that should work then. So that's the normal damage from that. This is 74 damage right here. That's 217 from the marbles and anvil. If we have a discrepancy here, this cane will just have to go. Or I make the Kazoo do more damage. Make the Kazoo into like a bike or something, depending on the difference. I can deal with aggro. We have such low aggro in this fight that it's not even that much of a big deal. Then the 4 bugle. And then Bill, Anvil, Marbles, Anvil. Pick up a... Yep, there is, in fact, a update. Alright, so let's run another one. Alright, sounds good. Again, the rounding is off, so fingers crossed that it works. Again, if not, I'll just use my bike horn, and we'll cope. It'll be fine. If anyone wants to join, by all means, feel free to hop in. All you need is Prestige Sound, Prestige Drop, and Prestige Trap. I was at 144 during the first one. Am I going crazy? Did I get 140, not 144? Hold on. While I wait for someone to join. Okay, then we should be fine. Whatever. We'll just figure it out. We'll be fine. Oh wait, I need my kazoo again. I forgot to grab my kazoo. I'll be right back. I'm going to assume Ned's joining. So there's that. Let me also disband the group because I need to get my kazoo. You guys are going to be using your trumpets. I need my kazoo. Build? Let's see, what do you have right now? Prestige Drop, Prestige Sound, Prestige Trap, that's all you need. Swap Squirt or Zap for Drop and you're good to go. That was the update. Going good, Chrono. Trap is fucking insane against managers, and we're abusing that fact. Currently we're just testing Prethinker and making sure that the brand new Prethinker route is working pretty good. Trap marbles can do 144 damage in Prethinker against Prethinker, which is absolutely insane to think about. Because this man usually gets dealt like what, 90 with marbles? Now it's 144. Oh wait, we have to wait for Ned. Yeah, marbles is absolutely insane. The fact that Trap got a 30% buff against managers is fucking crazy. Alright, let's go. Alright, goodbye, Misty. You will be missed. Alright. Thoughts on shoes? Yeah, I'm fucking jealous. Absolutely jealous. Alright, let's see if this works here. Solo Rainmaker is impossible. Did you actually think it was possible? There's no way. I mean, Rainmaker is duoable, but I wouldn't say soloable. No comment. Fair enough. We're not gonna talk about it. We're just gonna make them all bugles. Alright, he's 644, which is perfect. You think the balance is good to the game? Yes. If anything, is to shake up the meta. Now, in my personal opinion, now you actually have to work as a team with coordinated builds even more to take advantage of the new buffs. Let's have Cat. Let's see, actually, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Cat, I need you to Kane. Ned, I want you to Anvil. We're gonna try the Kane method. If rounding is correct, he should die by 1. If this doesn't work, or like if he lives by like a few, I can literally just change my kazoo to a bicorn, and it'll be chill. It just depends. How above 400 are we? That's gonna be like 1 or 4. It's like 75. So what? 425? That was a, what, 96% drop? If my math is correct. So, yeah. Alright, cool. We're just gonna chill then and just do it normally. So we're just gonna sound. Whatever. One thing I could do as well, I could make this slightly better for... Yeah, we just go for trap drop, that's fine. Dusk, you're chill. Just don't die. You'll play new update date, and then a streamer showed me a different Toontown game. Which Toontown game? More IOU war crimes when? Soon, Chrono. Very, very soon. 69. All right, cool. We just down. We're good. We're chill. Grindworks? Yeah, Grindworks is fun. Yeah, 69. We just trumpet. Actually, I think 3 trumpet deals 69, so I can just... No, I can't bill. I can't bill. We already targeted him. All right, cool. In 95% we trust. Yeah, true. 2, 4, 6, and 9. Yep. Cool. So, Q, I guess you can just cane. We'll just be chill. Or nope, sound. All right. We take the 95. 95 or 96%. It really doesn't matter. It's 1%. All right. That's cool. Oh, we didn't even trigger forward thinking damage. So that was still perfectly fine. That was still a perfectly fine pre-thinker in terms of everything. Before people didn't even bring below 400, yeah. The goal is to go right above 400. So I'm gonna change my my kazoo to bite cord, and we'll be perfectly. What did you just do? Wait, what? What the fuck? I looked away for 1 second. Would you? You maxed tune up. That's huge. The tune-up max. Alright, so I think we're good when it comes to Freethinker now. I see you in Freethinker. Alright, I think we're good doing Freethinkers now. We should be good. So going by this, I do need to change the Uber thing, or the aggro. And it's used on me. So we're gonna have Magnet, all this. We're gonna do Train Freethinker, exactly. We're gonna do Bite Corn and Bugles, so that's fine. Magnet, Anvil, Marbles, Cane. I'm half worried but half not worried about turn 4 because the 8EXE does live here. Well, actually, hold on. If we do Kazoo and turn that back to this. Oh wait, hold on. Minus 69, then it should be 74. Assuming this did work, which I'm pretty sure it did, right? Because the anvil here did 75 damage. So that should have killed because we had to do 69, so that should kill. Right? I'm not going crazy. That should kill. And then the bugle, and then that. The only thing I'm iffy about is this right here with the bugle, because we do go against the ADXE, so it is a 25% chance to die turn 4 to the AEXE, but at that point, it is what it is. You just cope. Dodge it, yeah, just dodge it. He's not that big of a deal to deal with, so yeah. But yeah, that should work. So let me do this real quick with the Uber aggro. Actually, no, that's gonna take a while because I have to do the base damage for all of these again. But this should be roughly it. I'll just probably get note here. Needs to be updated. So let's see, we're doing Rainmaker off stream. Witch Hunter requires a lot of IOUs to even test, so I don't think that's going to be very stream friendly. But I do want to try Prestige Soak IOU strats on Witch Hunter to deal with the cogs now that Zap is nerfed a little bit. I want to try that to see what happens. But yeah, I need to change this. This is like an abomination, and it's my least favorite route. Multi-Slacker should be pretty easy to do, so we're probably going to do Multi-Slacker next. And then the rest of these, I need to just like get some proper like testing in field in order to get a good feeling about Major Player, Blue Crat Chainsaw, and Pace Setter. So let's do multi now. What was multi's changes? What was multi's changes here? Where are you? Multi-Slacker. He has a 200 HP boost. Okay. He has a 200 HP boost. That's pretty much it. So, wait, if he has a 200 HP boost, when does lunch skip happen? It's not like 19 something. Hold on. When does lunch break happen then? It's not updated yet. Fuck. Uh, 2120. Okay. If 2120 is the new 60%, then we should be good. 2040. I'm gonna let you confirm that real quick. You typed in a lot of things. 20, 40, 60% of 3400. Okay. All right. In that case, let's get the doc going here. Let's open up a new little section here at the bottom. So we're just gonna take this, just toss it right here. I'll just name it new multi. We'll get rid of this so we don't need that right there. Get rid of these. I'll just steal you real quick. Why are you like, hold on. There we go. Multi, and then it is 3400 now. So let's get rid of the HP here. Let's just go with a simple, let's see. Yeah, let's just go with throw 3 drop as usual. So let's just do cake. Cake, I don't know, I have caps lock on, and then 3 boulder. So cake 3 boulder would just be, let's see here. Get rid of encore, grab that. So that is 120. Let me also change the music here. Let's put back on the stuff here. Okay, so cake boulder. Cake is, I can't believe I had to check this. I'm really stupid right now. I am throw this. Pretty sure it's like 120. Hold on. 130. Sure it's 120. Nope, it's 130. Yep, I'm stupid. 130, 200, 200, 200. Could you imagine? No IOU damage. Prestige trap would be 0.1 because it's only the 10. No encore bonus. These are all marked for laugh. We have the combo here, so that would be 1072. So we'll do this. We'll do 3400 minus 1072. Again, rounding is really stupid in Clash, so I just round everything down as like a worst scenario, basically. Let me grab this just as a base, so I can like remember like what we did. Because we're pretty much copying, yeah, we're copying this part right here, basically. Hypno, Trap, Drop Lure Immune, Wrecking High, Tesla Middle, Fog, Tesla Middle. We should be fine still with this. So we don't hit him with this. Fog. How much is Fog? It's 70, but what's with his defense? Like how... It's minus 90, I'm pretty sure. So what is that then? 70 times 0.9. 63, so that's what, 7 damage? Also the Storm for middle. Fuck, what does Storm do now? I'm just gonna imagine we're not doing Prestige Splash for now. So that would be no the Grand, not you. We're doing Toontown. Alright. So that's 23 for the Storm. That's 23. Let me just do this real quick. So 70 and 23 are the damages we're doing. Multi has a... What's this thing here? I'm pretty sure it's minus 90. Or is it minus 70? That's why I need to check. I'm horrible at remembering this. Minus 70. Okay. So we have 70 times 0.7. So we'll do this. 23 times 0.7. That's how much it's reduced. So then we'll do this. We'll just do this minus this. So that's 21. And we'll do this minus that. So it does, let's just say 7 damage. So we'll do this minus 28. Hello, high roller. Yeah, 7, that's 28. So it'll be at 2300 exactly. At this point, we set up this here. That's fine. Then we set up this as usual. Let me set it like this. Set it like that. We do, what, 4 damage to him? So that, minus 5, so that's 5, it's for flower. We do fogs. So this, minus 210. What number do we need to keep him above? 2040. So 2085. And then we just lure Boulder. So let's see here. How much is that going to do then? Let's get the setup then. So it's days as well as soak. So let's set up the 15s. The encore is 0.2. The trap is going to be whatever. It's not marked for laugh. What is the damage here? So let me go here. Wrecking Ball would be 299 plus 45. Let's do this. 299 plus 45. 344. plus the 180 from the Clara with the Encore boost. We got 200 base here with the 90 from Bessie. Oh, we do a lot of damage. Hold on, let's set the setup fully. Maybe we could do Cupcake again. I think this is set up properly, actually. 344 is the damage for wrecking. I'm gonna stop this because I hate this part during stream. Hold on, let me get a better song. Yeah, sure, why not? That's 2189 then. So this minus 2189. That'd be 104. So if that's the case, that's what this looks like here. Can we do Cupcake then? Can we do Cupcake? We do 8, get rid of these, set up the 10s again. Get rid of the Encores, set up that, that's 866. Oh wait, hold on, I gotta do that minus, hold on. That minus. Wait. 34 minus that. Wait. Hold on, what did I do wrong here? Hold on, hold the phone. That's not, wait, it's not 866, right? I need the mark as well. Times 1.1.1. Oh yeah, 8222, the marked. Total so far is that. The marked plus the combo is 950. Wait, so that minus 950? Am I going crazy? Hold on. So 3,400 minus 950. We don't have any IOUs. It's literally just a Cupcake and Boulder. That. Good job all day. Hold on. 8. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Can someone confirm I'm not being crazy? This is correct. It does 950. What was 130? 1072? 950? We should go. No, we should be fine. We should be fine. If anything, I'd have to figure out how to round, because I don't know how to round. This is all rounds down for the most part. So we'll just go from here. So 950. Then it's just this number, so we don't actually deal damage to him. That was the issue I had. I had that. We don't deal damage to him this turn. That's 450. The fog was the 28. This was the 5 from the squirt flower. I have caps lock on. Okay. I don't think we can do much better than this then. So he lives here. He lives here on 18, so we'll just change the squirt flower to... How much do we need? 18. So we need to do like 21 damage. Hose? Can we do seltzer? 21. 2. We need hose, yeah. Wait, no, 21 is balloon. Yeah, 21's balloon. We need seltzer, it's 30. Dislike her. 30. And that should kill. That should kill then. But wait, hold on. What was the phase we needed to not go to? 2040 is the phase? Alright, we're not even close to 2040 then. Yeah, 2040, we're not even close to 2040 then, so this is still a 6 turn. So, literally, we're just chill. Yeah, we're good then. We're not even close to 2040. So the only thing that changed from the old route is changing Squirt Flower to Seltzer. And even then, there's a chance that the rounding might be a little fucky still with how my drop works. So we still might like get even more mileage out of it. Not by much, but I'll take it. So we're pretty much good with multi then. I don't have to worry about changing too much. Let's just go to this. Go to multi. Change it here. What the? It's 12. Not 15. You are 12. Okay, that's that. For this? Yeah, it needs to be updated. I'll just say not correct for that for now. So multi works now. So we're going with multi. So we have Freethinker, Rainmaker, which still works. It's just the HP here is slightly wrong, but that's not that big of a deal. If anything, it plays in our favor by just a little bit. So I'll have to do a Rainmaker at some point, but we're perfectly fine regardless. Again, Witch Hunter, I don't want to do too much. We could do a major player maybe, but I don't know how much I feel like doing a major player. Plutocrats, iffy. Chainsaw? I have to do a 25 lap chainsaw. Because I've already done another one. The other issue I have with Chainsaw at the moment, and it's gonna sound really stupid, I am kind of worried that the Wrecking Ball and the TNT here are going to do too much damage and accidentally phase him. Because what's Chainsaw Phase 3 HP? Isn't it like 4,500? Or is it less? Or 750. So we have like 200 damage of leniency until I have to like pull back the damage to avoid phasing before turn 11. It would be kind of neat to have the Wrecking here with that, and we can just, instead of using the Geyser and Lightning, we can do some kind of shenanigans with Lure. Potentially. Like forging a TNT that does like 400 damage to him. We might be able to get a 12-turn kill using the new trap. There's a good chance we could do it. The only issue is routing Chainsaw Phase 2 is a pain in the ass because the RPM meter changes his defense and his damage vulnerability. So I don't actually know the proper values. The way I routed Chainsaw was I just kind of did a bunch of them to test the damage and just like watching the video back. So we're gonna have to do a chainsaw consultant in order to do it properly. Do we have someone that has an Uber that wants to do it if they have a 34? Because 34 is easier than 25. Otherwise, if people are willing to waste, say like a Bessie, I'll be tuned forward to use my Ned and Franz on Super in order to just make it easier. And then we'll just have a fake Uber because I don't think we're going to be able to find an Uber to replace it. And we don't really need one for testing. Me staring at my closet of IOUs, then epic battle. This is, I have no idea what this is. Fallen Blood, yeah. I have absolutely no idea what song this is. It's literally in my, I can show you. Like, literally, it's in my mixed Corporate Clash Base Setter Phase 1. Like, I don't know. I've never heard this song before. This is Pace Setter. Pedestrian, sometimes good game. Maybe. I got a lot on my plate right now. I have a lot on my plate. Pace Setter when he evolves. Alright, I'm gonna get on Super. And we are going to try and do a chainsaw. We're just gonna do a normal chainsaw and just see where it lands us. Just for fun. Again, I'll be tuned 4, so that way I'll be wasting my drop IOUs. We just need someone to use a Bessie, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah. So let me quickly log on to Soup. Did you just fall asleep on me? Sheesh, okay, fine. Okay, fine. I'll be right back. Let me log on to Super here. Oh, hold on. I need to verify my account real quick. Tune step, yes. Tune step, verify, accept, allowed. All right, cool. Let's tell me about the head out. Alright, cool. So, let me get this set up here for Tune 4. And then, if we can get people from chat to help me, like I said, we'll get everyone set up, and we'll just do a normal chainsaw to see how this goes. What are my IOUs looking at right now? 5 Frans, 19 Neds. I'll be tuned 4. I'll use my stuff. It's fine. I need to test this regardless. Mo sounds kind of interesting, though. I can if no one else wants to. Yeah, you're gonna have a 4th with him, a mass down run. Again, I'll join. Yeah, sure. For sure. That works, guys. Let me get my dock open here real quick and set my tune up for Tune 4. So I need... I'll just refund everything to make it easier for myself. Prestige tune-up. I am trapless. I am flireless. I have normal throw, normal squirt, prestige zap, prestige sound, and prestige drop. If things change, I might have 2 tunes bring zap and have tune 4 bring trap. And we'll change phase 3 to where this tune uses TNT. And we'll do some kind of weird shenanigans with like forging boulders or something to kill Chainsaw turn 12. We can try that. Part of me wants to try it right now, to be honest. Yeah, fuck it, we'll try it. So we're gonna have everyone else be their normal stuff. I'm gonna be the change that we may or may not need. So I think this TNT may prove useful. We'll see. If it's not enough damage, then so be it. but I'm pretty sure TNT and 2 forged boulders with like a soak kills at turn 12. It should, theoretically. So if we can get a 12 turn chainsaw using new trap, I will be very impressed. Let's go for Chainsaw Consultant. Let's go for Dusk. Let's go for... I don't know who else is joining. Who else is joining? Just so I can do this. I'm pretty sure you're joining. Who's the 4th? Soupy? Yeah, you're funny. I'm Tune 2. Yeah, you can be Tune 2. Dusk is Tune 3. We need a Tune 1 / fake Uber. I'll private it for a second. We need a fake Uber. Who wants to play the role of the fake? Who's the imposter among us? That was a good question. The one time I could shine among us. This is 400-ish damage. This should do enough damage. Does Chainsaw have 800 HP? Well, no, he'll 1700. 800 there. We'll just see what happens. Fuck it. If I didn't raid, I could have run the most amazing pit right now. Hey, that's no issue, Jacqueline. Alright, if we don't have one more person, I'm just going to public the group, and we're just going to force them to be a fake Uber. We're just going to force them to be a fake Uber. Any takers? At 610 sound round, another 3 minutes for me. That's it, you're the fake Uber now. If it wasn't a CFO spamming, I'd so take it. Yeah, no issue, no issue. Alright, well, let's have Ariella do it. It should be fine. We'll just wait 3 minutes for Ariella to finish up the sound round. We should be good then. In the meantime, while we wait for Ariella, let's go over the document. Let's go over the document real quick. So, the goal for this chainsaw is to just see what happens if we replace this tune's zap with trap. Because as of right now, this should not kill at the moment because of the changes to zap. It's -2. However, the changes to trap may cause something to change. So we're just kind of gonna go for it, and if we accidentally phase on like turn 10, so be it. I just want to see instead of baseline, because trying to get and calculate damages in phase 2 is near impossible without just doing it in game. I think we had an idea for the fake Uber doing something instead of caning. I'm not sure what we would do. I think the only thing I could think about doing is like fucking raining the TNT tune for the extra bit of damage, which isn't really much, but yeah, it's something. So that's what, like 20 damage plus 30%. Yeah, it might be something. It might be something. Yeah, we'll saw the fake Uber just rain tune 2 for fun. And see how much damage that TNT does. And then after that, we'll just go as normal and just see what happens. Is there anything else, any comments, questions, concerns about the ideas we have regarding this, especially like the later ends here? Because again, I'm going zapless to test this. So if we have any ideas or things we want to try, and yeah, any qualms, do we have any qualms right now? I am open to anything right now. If anything, this really should cement the fact that the Uber only needs a cupcake. If we have more damage coming from the TNT, this wrecking, and this TNT here. I could do some shenanigans, like having turn 6, having this tune do the TNT, and this tune does a boulder instead. But we also need to make sure that this works because, again, when it comes to this section right here, we're operating. We have the plus 4% on top of the aggro, or not the aggro, the RPM being increased because we chain link here. So we have a decent amount of extra damage coming from this. And that 4% could mean a lot in terms of going over the limit on accident. Because we're only allowed like 200 extra damage. And I feel like we're going to be doing more than 200 extra damage. So we're just going to have to see what happens. In fact, let's just not rain turn 1 for the Uber. Because I think we're going to have the situation where this is going to be too much damage. I genuinely believe this is going to be too much damage. I think we're going to accidentally phase. One way to find out, pretty much. Meh, figure it out, I guess. What we're gonna say, if your math is right, then what? Did you do some like head math real quick? Almost ready? All right, sounds good, Ariel. Make sure you bring a cupcake. Even though you're probably just gonna be forging it regardless. Are we going to, if we miss, we're gonna improvise. We can try to improvise just for fun. But if something misses, then we are kind of forced to just restart. Prestige now does like, 100 extra damage. Yeah, that's my issue. Not to mention, this TNT right here. No, this wrecking ball. This wrecking ball has that. I can bring 4 pianos to phase 2, I think now. Oh, really? For those who don't know, this is Tolling's strategy for Chainsaw. Well, the old one, I should say. Tolling's currently adjusting it right now for his own stuff, which is a good strategy. I'm just scared of this. I'm just scared of the aggro. It's not bad. I mean, 10%, that's not bad. I'm just scared. That's why I like my my 0 points whatevers. All right. Wait a second. Did you fucking? You did. I love that so much. All right, you brought the cupcakes. You brought that. Let me double check your gags here. Let me make sure you're good here. Let me pop this over here. Let me also get rid of display capture now. Let's see. Chainsaw Consultant. Do not blur. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. Tune up, blur, throw, squirt, zap, drop. That works. You are tune 2, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure, yeah, tune 2 and tune 3 are the exact same build anyway, so yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. All right, cool. So, it really doesn't matter the order, but we're just gonna do it to make it formal. I go first, then Dusk, then Aldene, then Ariella. Oh, wait. Alright. Oh, if you had just 2 TNT traps, you'd be fine in one phase. If you have a Reckoning with 2 TNTs, then it will phase. Okay, so we should be fine then. We should be fine then. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. This will be one for the books. All right, here we go. Did you not bring a cane? It doesn't matter. You could have just cubed, to be honest, but I think it's kind of funny. No, I'm following the guide. I love it. They really need to follow the guide. Let me have my moment. Is this? There we go. Can you change the guide to me megaphone? I could. Theoretically, I could. I'm gonna keep his HP there so I can, like, be ready. Yeah, true. It doesn't matter. We forge now or forge later. I have it as late as I possibly can, so that way if Chainsaw quakes, you don't lose your forges as much. But it doesn't matter when you forge. Alright, huge. Alright, piano time. That glorious, glorious cupcake. Alright, we're currently 100 HP above what we should be. So we should be good, theoretically. We should be actually, like, really perfect. Alright, cool. We're chilling. Oldene, pop a 20. Yeah, Oldene, pop a 20. I can pop a 30. We do this. I'm pretty sure it doesn't kill, right? 90 times 3 is 70. Alright. Yeah, we're still 100 above, or 100 below what we normally will be. This will be the true discrepancy. This will be the true challenge. What is this HP going to be now? Because we're doing something completely different in terms of damage with the trap and the 4% extra. Uh-oh. I hope no one's dying right now with the internet. That was scary. Yeah, that's some crazy fucking damage right there. That's crazy damage. All right, 6364. We are 300 above what we normally are. We're 300 above what we normally are. Let me do some math real quick. 6617 minus 6364. Yeah, we're 253 above. 253 above. So 253. 53 minus 5049. That is right above phase. That is 4796. What was phase, you said? Pretty sure I just tune up here. Yeah, tune up here. What's phase again? 4750. We're right above phase because of that. That's actually kind of fucking huge. Yeah, we're right above phase. Yeah, no, we're fine. No, we're not fine. The TNT chainsaw on turn 9 is going to do a little too much. How much is too much, though? How much is too much? I hate saying this, but we're literally doing too much damage. Did we do it and find out or lower already? Let's do wrecking. Let's do a wrecking instead of TNT for that then. We'll be fine. Dusk, you have a wrecking, right? Yeah, you have a wrecking. Alright. Guys, we are quite literally suffering from success right now. Have I done a good forge one? Yeah, you could. Yeah, let's have you do the wrecking ball there. All right, that works. That works. All right, cool. You can nuke chainsaw as high as 5162, assuming full RPM and 30% kickback. How do you get 30% kickback? Isn't it like 25% for this? Oh wait, chain link is 30%? Huh. Well, in that case, interesting, interesting. We might have a change up, like an entire shift of the chain link section in this guide. Maybe we could set up just a complete nuke then, and just do it in 12 to 11 turns. All right, I need a Franz 2 and 3. Hello, you. All right, fingers crossed. If we phase, it's no big deal. At least we know by how much. There is a slight chance we might phase here. One way to find out. Ooh, that's cutting it close. I think we might just barely phase. That's crazy. All right, here we go. That was a good evil laugh. Oh. Now that's not good. Ariella, if that was yours, we might be fine. We still might be chilling. All right, we're going to go off script now. Yeah, we're going off script now. I have an idea what we can do. Okay, that's gonna hurt me. Whatever, I'll tank it. That's fine. All right, I'm gonna TNT Ariella Forge a Piano and send it since you have the buff still. Let's see here. They're gonna be fired us anyway. Actually, no, you have. Oh, you're the only lure person. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, you do that. Aldene, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me. I want you to sound. You're taking the aggro. I love you. You're gonna get hurt. Thank you, Ariella, for hitting that. All right, cool. All right, I'm just gonna pop a 30 once everyone gets hit here. All right, we're chilling. All right. Alright, Ariella, do that lure. Let's have Knight of France. Let me do this. Someone kill this 30 raider, I guess. We'll just cope. Alright, cool. Aldene. Well, no, you have Encore. Do a safe. Yeah, that works. We're just gonna trap this man to death because we have the TNTs to do so. It's whatever. Alright, cool. What's next? I'm gonna toss my TNT down. Alright, we're just gonna do that. Sure, why not? I'll toss my TNT down, I guess. I guess someone just soak him. We'll just go for the zap kill after this. So, Ariella, lure, I'll toss this down, someone soak, and we're pretty much GG. Aldene, what can you do? What can you do? Yeah, that works. Alright, that's GG right there. We have 3 zap. Yeah, just zap him. That's GG right there. Alright, we did good. We did good. I don't got zapped, so Wrecking Ball, Trap Stun. Trap Stun for the zap. Trap Stun for the zap. Alright, cool. X marks the spot. Yeah, I'm gonna change TNT to Wrecking Ball. And let's see how much HP he has left. And thank you. And we can just see what happens from there. Did you actually get the hat? Let's go. Congratulations on the hat. Also, wait. If Chainsaw is trapped, does the X move around? Or does it go away? Oh, it goes away. That's lame. Another Uber gets the Chainsaw Consultant hat. Congratulations. I love it. Alright, chair skip, chair skip. Chair skip. Let's do it. Let's go. Here's chair skip. Alright. So, let's go to the dock now. I hear a duck. Oh. The fake Uber. I love it. Let's go for the chair skip before you mentioned. I love it. Yeah, that's the fake Uber. Alright, so back to this. Let's get Chainsaw Consultant going here. So let's grab you and toss you into my workshop. We might be doing another chainsaw, unsure. Let's just get this going here first. So let's change this one to Wrecking Ball. Just name it Wrecking. Either go chair skip or let his last words be damn. I'm feeling pretty good with what we have here. So, let's see here. Let's open up my VODs real quick. And oh, you guys can see everything. Where's my channel? Oh no, I can just go to my channel here. Channel. I don't want to hear myself again. Let's go to you. Let's go to my latest video here. Let's see, where the heck are you? Videos, broadcasts. Let's see what damage we had for the thing here. That's phase 3. The infinite loop of you doing things. Yep. No, it's still phase 3. That's the Franz. Here we go. So let's do this real quick. Assuming that hits. I'm gonna grab this and move it over here so you guys don't just see it over and over again. Assuming that hits, let's go here and just use this here. We had a 310, 851, 751, and 751. I can drop all this because all the math is already accounted for. So that would have done 3,368.
Cheer 5C.
C indeed. Alright, so 3,368. And what was his HP at? Let's do the thing here. So his HP was 4754. 4754 minus 3,368. So he would be at 1,300. Or 1,400. Let's see. So how much damage do we have taken off from that then? So we have that minus that. So we did a total of 326 extra damage to Chainsaw from doing this. So we have 326 extra damage to play with in order to kill him. What can we do then? What can we do? We could have... Fin 3 has a TNT still. Yeah, so let's just swap this here. So let's have... We need the lure, obviously, afterwards. Oh, no, we don't. We don't have the lure. We could TNT. I could forge a boulder. Because I still have a Franz. The goal is to do this much damage. We have a TNT, a Franz boulder, used your pianos, you used your boulders. We just do a forged boulder here, and then I guess the lure. What would we be at here then? So let's do this real quick. So boulder 200. I'll just take 2 of that amount. TNT does 435. That is 200. Franz is 50, right? Franz is 50. They didn't change it. Yeah, Franz is 50. So we have that. Is he soaked still? There's the hose. 1, 2, 3. Is he still soaked this turn? I think he is. I think he's still soaked this turn. I can literally check the VOD. What am I doing? Yeah, he's still soaked this turn. Okay, so if he's still soaked this turn, that means that's a 15 right there. No encore, no marks. That's 1107. These damages are wrong. I'll just change the ones that are important here. So we have that there. That did 1107. 1107. Just 1107. Oh, we dealt 1107. Hold on. Equals U minus that. So he's at 279 damage because of that. 279. Can we do anything about that? Can we get a 12-turn kill? I think I might know how we can get a 12-turn kill, but... eh? Unsure at the moment, unsure. We'd have to have a good cog set on turn 5 to get an extra IOU in. Yeah. Oh, another thing as well. We need to kill a cog turn 12. I think, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have to kill a cog turn 12. I'm pretty sure he offboards, right? No, hold on. No, he doesn't offboard. He does he does marked. So we cut the slack. We can just cut the slack here. It's fine then. I really don't know what we can do. At least the 13 turn is pretty easy then, but like... because even if the lure misses and the boulders hit, we're still chilling. Because we have, like, what, 700 HP with the TNT still active. Because this lure would be a $50 bill, most likely. Let's take off this. It'd be a $50 bill. So that would be soft capped accuracy for sure. That'd be like, what, 96 or 97 from everything. So I'm not worried about the lure missing. I'd have to do a different play. Actually, I think I might know the play. Instead of rain on tune 4, We know we have the damage. Or we swap it. We force turn 3 to Clara for the TNTs. We'd have to substitute something for the wrecking here. We have to go lower then. But the TNT from Clara should be enough to do the damage. Potentially. Hold on. If I do this. 180. 1287. That's not enough. We're literally at the edge. So we couldn't, Clara. I'm unsure. Super, wake the fuck up. I'm gonna take it off that real quick. I'm pretty damn unsure of how we'd want to do chainsaw. I'm probably going to sleep on it, to be honest. I'm probably just gonna have to sleep on it. Like, this is good, but it's also bad. Just looking at the doc. It's good, but it's also bad. I think I messed up anything with phase 2. So what, Pierce? Would Pierce do it? Pierce wouldn't be a difference of 300 damage, though. He does 900 damage, but... Actually, hold on. I have an idea. Let me put this back on. I have an idea. I'm gonna make a copy of this real quick. Okay, so the idea would be, instead of Franzing, I would Bessie. Tune 2. And instead of Boulder here, we would... TNT here. Clara... Tune 4. To make up for the damage of the lack of the boulder, the Clara would be there. Bessie would do the extra, like, 200 damage here from that. Clara from 2 and 2 should work. I don't know the damage values, but it could work. Because if we do this here... Yeah, okay. So if we assume it's roughly the same damage-wise, probably a little less to be honest. But if we do, let's just pretend that we have everything set up properly. So it'd be 851, 310, and then 851, 851. Get rid of the IOUs here, get rid of that there, get rid of that there. Combo damage of 0.3. That would be 3629 instead. 3629. And then if we have, say, I don't know, 4800. This is cope right now. Like 4800 minus 3629. That would be that. And then a Clara TNT does... I don't know. on. You typed in 4. 345. 345 with 180. Rid of the combo here. Or 435. 435 with the Clara here. Get rid of the combo there. Go for the 200 boulder there. That'd be 0.3. That'd be 0.3. That'd be 1135. With the 0.15 for that. That'd be 1213. 1213. Let's set this up here real quick. Oh, nope, not that. So assuming, oh wait, no, this is not the right one. This is the right one. Let me do that real quick. All right, cool. Just gonna snag you. So, assuming that did the huge amount to leave us at 1171 roughly. 1171, just get rid of this. And 1174. Or 1171. So that'd be like what, -3? That's just assuming we have bare minimum 4,800. Which we probably wouldn't, but then again, a Clorud TNT with the high RPM and chain linked should do enough to offset the boulder for the Bessie. We would have to test it. I don't know the RPM math in terms of the damage. We would have to test it. Super have a Bessie? That's the real question. Hey guy, do you have a Bessie? You have 9 Bessies. I don't know. Give me your thoughts, guys. Give me your thoughts. Yay or nay? I feel like I'm hella coping, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just really, really coping right now. With the increased reward amount, the way I think about it when it comes to this is I do chainsaws with the with a mindset of 15s and 25s. That's no problem. Then I'm probably not going to do another attempt because I am also of the EAP. Also, fun fact, it's my birthday today. It just passed 12 o'clock, so 7/21 is my birthday. I'm gonna be 26. I'll figure out the math for this later though, to be honest. I like the idea that we have here. One thing I could also do is the rain here. I can probably do something instead. Something that would make it better. Because the rain here was just kind of a cope thing. Because I didn't know what else to do for this tune. Because like, I literally just fucking rain the juggling cubes. It doesn't do much. It just adds 15 to that. So like what I could do then, if I really, really wanted to, is like swap these two and then just figure something out. I could just figure something out. I don't know what I would figure out though, but I could figure something out. So want to be on plus, please. Hey, mystery. What's updated? Everything is updated. A lot of things. The game is updated so much that I literally have this on my Uber dock. Today we revamped Corporate Clash. Corporate Clash. A lot of the gags got rebalanced. So I had to redo Prethinker. In the middle of redoing Rainmaker off stream, Witch Hunter is a lost cause. We redid Multi-Slacker, which really wasn't that bad. And now we're working on Chainsaw. Yeah, the biggest buff is Trap. Now dealing 30% extra damage. Squirt also got a buff to Prestige. And Zap hit a nerf. So that is what you missed. Yeah, it is in fact a balance change at the very least. Yeah. We'll do this another time. We have a pretty decent idea of what we want to do, so I'm very happy with that. We're around the 2.5 hour mark. I don't mind ending stream now to rest my brain because I have a big day tomorrow. We made good progress. We got Multi done, we got Prethinker done, and we are very close to getting Chainsaw done. So having 3 managers done in the first day of the update, I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy with it. Who can we raid anyway? Let me get off display capture here. Who could we raid? Oh, Smirky's literally raiding, or Smirky's doing something with someone else. Or we could raid Iroh. Or we can raid someone who's brand new to Clash. Smirky? Yeah, we could. Yeah, it's either raid Smirky, raid One Laugh Pacesetters, or raid someone that's completely new to Clash. I feel like I usually raid someone like that's new to Clash. I think I might just go for them, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for them. Why not? I usually raid Smirky, but he's doing an event right now. So if you guys want to go check on Smirky for the event, by all means, feel free. That's not that big of a deal. But I might as well give this guy the raid since it seems like they are new to Clash. So give them a good warm welcome to Clash. Looks like they're in Barnacle Boatyard right now. I may or may not stream tomorrow because it is going to be my birthday. We will see. We will see. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. But yeah, have a good rest of your night, guys. Bye-bye.